You should know I won't go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Paul's One-on-One. You have someone special today, bro. Really, really special. She's one of the most recognizable faces in Nigerian entertainment. Welcome, Susu.
What's going on, yo?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's wonderful to have you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
The years watching you on TV and finally getting to see you. It's great. I don't see a lot of Nigerian movies, but I know you. I've seen like 3 of your movies.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
So now when I talk about movies, we talk about music. Yeah, and that's it. That's why I'm excited. Because that's new. That's new to me. I never pegged you for an artist. So how long have you been? Like, how long have you had this in you, the whole music person?
Music-wise, most people don't know this, but I actually started singing before I started acting. I started singing in the UK, and I've actually been singing for a while. But I kind of like dropped it, I suppose, because I was just like, oh, I like singing, and that's about it. And I didn't really think I was ever going to do anything with it. But after having a kid, you know, there's something that happens to you, man, where you're just like, you know what, just go for it. Life is short. Yeah. You've been given a gift, use it. Whether it's one person that listens or it's 1 million people that listen, just do it. Do it afraid, do it unsure, but just do it. Just Nike it, man. That's so cheesy, but I love it.
It's Nike. Yeah.
Just do it. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. This isn't necessarily new for me.
Yeah, but professionally, when did you start music?
Professionally, now.
Now.
Now,
wow.
Yeah.
So someone told me that you used to work at IP TV.
I did.
That's a music. That's a very music.
Yeah, but that was in 2012. I had come in from the UK. I think I was in Nigeria for a couple of months, and while I was there, I met Mr. Ayo Animashaun, and so I was working as a presenter and doing interviews and stuff. Never in a million years did I think, like 10 years from then, my own music would be playing on Hip TV and other platforms. But God is good, so I can't complain.
Yeah. So it's taking you a while, like. Yeah. Over a decade for you to put out your first body of work.
Yes.
So during that period, were you still nursing the dream of one day becoming an artist and you just like push it aside?
I don't know that I ever dreamt that I was going to be an artist. I don't know if that makes sense. I wanted to do music, but I'm not motivated by the stardom of it. I just really love music. So I never thought of myself as an artist per se. I just knew that I love singing, and at some point in my life I'd love for people to hear me sing, and I think that's kind of like where it stopped until obviously I met Banky. Hi baby. And
okay.
Until I met Banky, and he was just always like, you sing, why aren't you doing anything with it? Why aren't you doing anything with it? When God gives you gifts, he expects you to use it. And I was just like, I think after having Zaya, I was just like, why not? Because at some point in my life, I know I'm going to tell my son to go for it. And how much of a hypocrite would I be if I don't go for it and I'm telling him to go for it? So, yeah.
So you dropped your debut EP.
I did.
Sue Me. So
yes.
Now, just tell me, like, there's a lovely ring to that name.
Thank you.
Yeah, rose off the tongue nicely.
Thank you.
So what inspired the name? Let's start with what inspired the name of the EP?
Okay, first of all, it has like kind of like a double meaning. I was tired of not doing anything with what I'd been given and just sitting down and doing nothing. Otisumi. That was one. The other one was like, I know that when you come into a new space and you're known for something, it makes people a bit uncomfortable when you step out of the box that they feel like they know you to be in. And I'm just like, hey, this is gonna happen either ways. You like it, you don't like it, so sue me.
Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. So now the body of work itself. So when you're putting that body of work together, how long did it take for you to, when did you start making the music? When did you start recording, writing the songs? Okay,
so this process started maybe like 4 years ago. But I kept starting and stopping. I think it was fear. And I was just like, I cannot do this thing where like you start recording, then you leave it halfway. But I started facing it like full on last year. And then released the first single in February, and now the EP in November.
So that was the first song you've you finished
I've
recording?
ever completed. Yes, this EP, all the songs you're hearing, are the first set of songs that I have ever completed.
By the way,
What, baby?
we now have a Susu song, we have a Champ song. You know what's missing?
Banky.
W. So kindly do the needful on your next album.
So you sound, you do a lot of singing. It's a lot of R&B.
Yes, I'm influenced by R&B. I'm from that generation. I'm a millennial, man.
So you're going to describe yourself as an R&B artist?
See, I don't like boxes. I think that's one thing you learn about me very, very quickly. And I think because I'm in such an early stage musically, I don't want to necessarily put myself in any box. I'm still experimenting. I'm still trying things out. I know that most people do this process behind the scenes, but I'm doing it in full view of the world. You know, I'm still figuring out my sound. I'm still trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like. And I'm learning to enjoy the process as opposed to being so obsessed with getting to my destination. So I'm enjoying the process, whether it's successes, did it work, did it not work? I'm enjoying that process. So I know I love R&B and that's probably my go-to, but I'm still trying things out. So I suppose over time we'll be able to tell.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what else you can do. Can't wait to see you on a Zanko beat someday.
I can't wait to see myself on Exactly.
See how that goes. So now, the songs on your EP, the similar sounds, but they offer different topics. And I find them very interesting, from Dodge the Bullet to Charm Song. So that were they inspired by personal events?
Okay, so I will say this. My EP is like very much a reflection of my life. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been in situations where I'm like, oh, more I dodged the bullet. Not even necessarily just relationship wise, like just in life in general.
I was curious about who you were shading.
Even if I was shading someone, will I come here and be like, hey, guess what? This is who I was shading. No, it's very much about personal and I know so many of my friends that have been in situations where we were like, oh, we dodged the bullet. And that dodge the bullet is such a common saying. I just had to write about it. Like, it's because so many people I feel would be able to identify very much with that statement and with the chorus of the song and the title and everything.
Yeah. So that with this EP, I would like to call it, let's say, your proper introduction into the Nigerian music industry. So you're an artist now, you're one of us now. So how does that feel for you? How does that you becoming an artist, you becoming part of the industry? You know, you've always been in entertainment. Or you're an actor.
Yeah, I would say that I'm a new artist. So everything that is happening to me is new.
It's new now.
I've never been here before. While I've been in the entertainment space for a while, I obviously haven't been in this space. So everything is new. I'm learning as I go along. It's exciting, it's scary, it's everything you can possibly imagine, but I'm enjoying the process and I'm enjoying the journey. And one thing I keep telling you that I've told myself over and over again is to just enjoy the journey, just have a good time, just go with the flow and see pretty much where it takes you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So now your influences, which artists would you say influenced your sound, from both local and international? Okay,
first of all, I love R&B. So and I started singing in church. So gospel music, like they can blow, like, you know. So I'm heavily influenced by gospel music and the R&Bs. I loved Joe at the time that Joe was popping. I loved Joe.
Joe, I want to know.
Of course, I want to know Joe. Of course, you know now. Loved his sound. I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
I love music in that era. And obviously here, Tiwa is, I love her voice. I personally do. I don't even know if she gets enough props for how beautiful her voice is. I love Tim's. Ira is doing her thing. I just love to see all these people like pretty much doing their thing. Let's not forget Yemi Alade. Please put some respect on her name. You know, I love them all. I love Shay.
I think there's some men actually singing too.
Yes, now. Yeah. I'm coming there. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Fireboy. Oh. I think he's very versatile. I just love how easily things like seem to come to him. I love Joe Boy. Let's not forget Banky W. Yeah, love you, baby.
Well, I just need to get married, just like a favorite. Just arrange. Or you can just-
No, marry for love. Oh.
I mean, you're just rubbing it out. It's fine.
Be patient.
Yeah,
It takes time. It takes time. So yeah. I love them all.
That's great. So now, talking about Banky, how much does him being an artist influence your decision to be an artist, even to the sound?
It's funny because throughout this journey, people keep saying things like, "Oh, you and Banky sound alike. You and Banky sound alike." But I've sounded like this for years, and I think maybe it's a thing of our style of music and how much we love R&B and maybe the eras that we're influenced by. So I hear a lot that that we sound alike, and for me that's a compliment because I think he's insanely talented and I love his voice. It has this beautiful like rasp and rawness to it, and I just think it's so God-given, and obviously he's honed it over the years as well. So I love his sound. Now, in terms of like the writing and stuff, Banky co-wrote Too Much, and he wrote Champ's song, and those are literally the only songs he worked on the EP at the moment. So even when people say things like, "Oh, that sounds like a Banky wrote this," I'm just like, yeah, he's uber talented and he writes just as good, but I can't not mention Metronomy. He is one of the writers on this, and Timothy King as well.
He produced as well.
Yes, exactly, and TK produced as well. And Mastercraft.
Of course.
Please, can we never forget Mastercraft? Shout outs, love you guys. So yeah, they showed up for me big time.
Yeah, so now, you being who you are, you're an A-list artist.
Thank you.
So you're an A-list actor.
Thank you.
Now you're your mother, your wife. You do a lot. You're a businesswoman, and now you're a musician now. How do you juggle all this thing? Does it get to you at some point like can I pull this off? Like, do you think about that?
Obviously, when you're doing a lot, I say a lot of times that to whom much is given, much is expected. I've been given a lot, and I want to die empty. I want to know that I lived this life and I gave my all and I tried things. And I believe that I've been given the grace to kind of juggle it. Obviously, God comes first, and after God, my family and my friends, then work and all that. But I just wing it. Nobody has the monopoly on how to live a busy life. You just kind of like figure it out as you go along. And that's what I've been doing. And I just make sure that my relationship with God and my relationship with my family don't suffer, because they're the most important things to me.
Yeah, so now talking about your relationship with God.
Yes.
So I mean, from the first time we got to know you, you're like you're a believer.
I am.
And I being a Banky fan, you know Banky a lot, and I know the kind of music he makes. I know the kind of music he makes, like, even though when he's rapping, I know the things he says.
Yes.
He did a 180. After meeting you.
That's what God does, man. He transforms you.
And you too, you transformed him in that aspect. You are very influential in that.
I don't know that I have the power to change any man. You know, it takes God to change a person.
Where is that? You made him, he fasted. I fasted too at some point, but I still
You still did not get it there.
Bro.
That's okay. I'll be praying for you. We're going to stand in the gap for you, man. So the next time you fast, you'll be answered.
So you're a believer. I mean, influence Banky's music inevitably, and your sound now. Do you consciously try to make music that agrees with your faith? That's something you.
So I do think that there's a bit of a gap in the market, in the sense that I believe that I'm a light, and so the music I make, I want everybody to be able to hear it. Even Jesus didn't come to save the saved. He came to save the unsaved. But I'm very conscious about how clean my music is. My son, to tomorrow, one of the things he says continuously every day is, "Mama song, play mama song, play mama song." And I want to make music that I know that my child can listen to. And obviously, in terms of my experience, I will sing about the things that are real to me, which means I'll sing about God, which means I'll sing about the love I have for my family and my husband, which means I'll sing about how I've dodged the bullets many times, which means that I'll sing about, these are all experiences that are very much about my life. And I think I'm allowed to do that as long as I'm doing it in a way that doesn't take glory away from God. And
That's amazing. So
Thank you.
let's just have some fun, a little fun now. So if you're going to work with any artist, let's say if you have the chance to work with 5 artists, both local, both Nigerian and international, who will you be? I know Banky W is top of that list.
Duh. Which I already have worked with him. So you guys go listen to Champ's song.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfair to put it to 5. I feel as if you're putting me in a box. Once again, you know I don't like boxes. I'm afraid.
I know you can at least have the industry,
Hell,
so we have to limit it.
Okay. I really like Fireboy. I'd love to work with him. I love Two-Face. Tubaba is timeless, and I love timeless music, and I love his vibe, and he has such positive energy, and he's such a humble guy. I really want to work with Tiwa. I think she's amazing. I've always been a Tiwa fan, still am a Tiwa fan. I would love to work with Thames because I think she's just brilliant. I love the fact that Thames has just figured out what she loves, and she's true to that, and she stays true to herself. And then obviously, I would love to work with Mercy Chinwo. Her voice is a powerhouse. And there's also this shout out to Mercy, love you. There's also this gospel artist called Limo Blaze. Would love to work with him. You know Limo Blaze now. You know exactly. I'd love to work with Limo Blaze as well. So yeah.
That's a good lineup. I don't really consume a lot of gospel music, so but
you should.
I know them.
You should try and mix your playlist up.
I listened to Dr. Alabi. I like.
Oh, love her.
I listened to Limo Blaze.
He's brilliant as well.
That's great.
So yeah.
So finally, if you're going to describe your EP in 3 words, what would they be?
True, happy, and soothing.
And soothing.
Yes.
Fantastic.
True, happy, and soothing.
That's great.
I think those 3 things kind of encapsulate the feel of my EP.
Okay. So I just have to ask these questions. I cannot not ask this question.
Okay, ask.
Banky is a politician and is running for office, and it has a lot of people, especially the youth, waiting for him. So if you should win, would you still keep making music, considering you like
150%? That's one thing that we talk about in my family. One person's destiny shouldn't get in the way of the other. And the way my husband is even wired, he's just like, you're going to keep doing what you do because you have a separate calling and a separate destiny from mine, and I want to see you fulfill that. So you shouldn't have to give yours up for mine, and vice versa. Wow. So I'm forever rooting for him, he's forever rooting for me.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. That's you don't know how many Nigerian young girls want to be in this seat right now. the amount of attention I'm going to get from this.
I'm very flattered. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Thank
you everybody involved.
You're so cute. Thank you.
Say something to your fans, to tell them to listen to the EP, tell them to show the EP camera.
Hi guys, it's Susu once again. Thank you so much for taking the time out to even watch this interview and staying with me. Really appreciate you. Please go stream my EP. It's out now and it's called Sue Me, and let me know what you think. I appreciate you taking the time out to do this, and I love you guys. Bye.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Sue Me, the EP out right now on all platforms. Go listen to that EP. Soothing, true,
true, and happy.
So those are the 3 feelings you're going to get from listening to that EP. So go listen to the EP, and it's a wrap.